Imagine walking 4 miles just to buy milk. No bus route nearby, no car in the driveway, just distance and hunger. This is not a third world story. This is happening right now across American cities, in Milwaukee, in Chicago, in Memphis. And the reason is simple: the stores are gone. America is facing something new. Not just rising prices, not just store closures, a full collapse of the neighborhood food supply. And the worst part? The companies that promised to help made it worse. Today, we break down the full story: the retail apocalypse, the dollar store trap, the shrinkflation deception, and what happens next when the last store closes. Start with the numbers. In 2025, announced store closures were up 67% compared to the year before. By mid-2025, nearly 6,000 stores had already shut down nationwide. That outpaced new openings by more than 1,500 locations, and it is not slowing down. Projections for 2026 show another 7,900 closures expected. Now think about who feels that most. Not suburban shoppers, not Amazon Prime households, the families in low-income neighborhoods where one store was all they had. In Immokalee, Florida, a farm worker community, Winn-Dixie was the only grocery store. It closed in October 2025. Thousands of residents left with nowhere to buy fresh food. In Milwaukee, within months, Kroger's Pick and Save closed 5 stores. Aldi announced closures. Century Foods shut down. All gone by early 2026. The city declared a food emergency. This is not a market correction. This is a neighborhood crisis. Here is where the story gets darker. For years, dollar stores were the backup. When the big grocery stores left, Dollar Family moved in. They said, "We serve everyone. We go where others won't." And communities believed them. But a 2025 study from UCLA confirmed the hidden damage. The growth of dollar store chains actually caused grocery stores to exit low-income markets. One came in, the other left. And with the grocery store gone, the dollar store became the only option. No fresh produce, no protein, just processed shelf-stable goods. Gas station food economics in a neighborhood storefront. Now fast forward to 2024. Dollar Tree announced it would close 1,000 stores, 600 in 2024 alone, another 370 over the following years. By February 2025, nearly 695 had already closed, and Family Dollar, once bought for $9 billion in 2015, was sold off for $1 billion, a loss of $8 billion. The communities that depended on it were never part of that calculation. The USDA has a clinical term for this: low income, low access. Most people call it a food desert, a neighborhood where fresh, affordable food simply doesn't exist nearby. As of 2025, the USDA reported 53.6 million Americans live in low-income areas with little or no grocery access. That's 17% of the entire country. In Chicago alone, more than 500,000 residents, mostly Black and Hispanic, live in food deserts, and the health data follows. Residents in these areas face higher rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, vitamin deficiencies, because when the grocery store closes, the gas station becomes the pantry. Processed food, high sodium, zero nutrition. And people don't choose it out of ignorance. They choose it because $4 at Wendy's feeds a family. $4 of strawberries feeds no one. That math is real, and it is killing people slowly. But here is what most coverage misses. Even the stores still open are quietly stealing from you. It's called shrinkflation, and 77% of Americans have noticed it, according to Purdue University's October 2024 Consumer Report. 1/3 of common grocery items have quietly shrunk in size. Family-size Frosted Flakes went from 24 ounces down to 21.7 ounces. Price per ounce increased 40%. Tropicana orange juice went from 52 ounces down to 46 ounces. Same price, less product. Some brands in 2025 reduced sizes by over 30% without dropping prices at all. And groceries overall are up 32% since 2019. But here's the deeper question. Is this survival or strategy? Walmart and Amazon are capturing market share every time a regional store closes. When a neighborhood dollar store shuts down, the only option with delivery is Amazon Fresh, but delivery fees are $10 to $15 per order. For a family on $30,000 a year, that math doesn't work. So the market concentrates. The poor get less access, the giants get more power, and politicians call it a free market correction. When a grocery store closes, the damage goes beyond food. Property values drop, tax revenue shrinks, businesses nearby follow, crime statistics rise. This is called the retail death spiral. And Chicago, Detroit, and Memphis are watching it in real time. Entire blocks that once had foot traffic now have boarded windows. Kroger left, Family Dollar left, the pharmacy closed with them. And what fills the gap? Nothing. Or worse, predatory lenders, check cashing stores, payday loan operations. The neighborhood doesn't just lose food, it loses its economic center. And rebuilding that takes decades. So what are the actual solutions? Let's be honest about each one. Online grocery delivery, Amazon Fresh, Instacart. They work if you have internet, a credit card, a reliable address, and $15 for delivery fees. For the 53 million Americans in low-access communities, those barriers are walls, not speed bumps. But something else is growing. The urban farming movement, community gardens, neighborhood cooperatives. In Detroit and Chicago, vacant lots are being converted into growing spaces. City governments are funding mobile food pantries that bring produce directly into neighborhoods with no stores. Milwaukee launched an emergency program after its wave of 2025 closures, using city funds to subsidize food access points. That model may spread. The USDA's Healthy Food Financing Initiative has distributed over $220 million in grants to food retailers in underserved communities since 2010. It needs more funding and more urgency, because the 2026 closure projections are not slowing down. 7,900 more stores expected to close this year alone. The gap between openings and closures remains dangerously wide. America built a food system optimized for profit, not for access. And now, as those profits tighten, the stores are leaving, one by one, neighborhood by neighborhood. The families left behind didn't create this problem. They can't individually solve it. Dollar stores promised to help. They made things worse, and then they left, too. Shrinkflation is not a trend. It is a transfer of wealth from grocery carts into corporate earnings reports. And the communities living in food deserts today are not statistics. They are real people making impossible choices every single day. The retail apocalypse is not a business story. It is a hunger story. And in 2026, America still hasn't decided whether that matters.